Hello. I don't know if it's actually started, but yep. Hello and welcome to Always Right, the podcast with me, your host, Charlie Wright. I completely just forgot what I normally say at the beginning. And today I'm joined by this amazing human being.
Addie, woohoo!
Yes.
What's
And
it called when you do things lots? I'm a veteran.
yeah, the
of
veteran.
This podcast.
And this is a very special episode because it's potentially visual. depending on when I go back to edit this and see if it looks good. But Addie hates being on camera, so...
No, I don't mind it. You could have told me it was going to be like, I was going to be in video. I would put some makeup on.
Oh, shush. No, but I didn't know until I started recording. I was like, oh, maybe I could do the video on my YouTube channel or something. But anyway, how are you?
Great, a little bit bored.
We all...
But good otherwise.
Yeah, so I just thought we should talk about our quarantine lives, or lack thereof.
I'm actually in full lockdown now.
Oh yeah, explain that to the listeners/viewers.
I won't say who, but someone has been in close contact with a family member and they tested positive.
For COVID-19.
So my whole family is in lockdown.
God, so you're not leaving the house at all?
Nope. Got a
Your whole
food delivery
family?
coming tomorrow. Yeah, my mum, my dad, and my brother.
Wow. Your family doesn't seem to have much luck with COVID.
I mean, well, none of us have...
What?
Don't say that.
Why?
Because you're not meant to know that.
Well, I'll cut that out. So let's speak from...
Now?
Yeah, so coronavirus, yeah, sucks.
No one in my family in this household has tested positive.
Right. That's great. I want to get your thoughts on Kanye.
On his Twitter rant?
Yep.
Are you impressed that I actually know that? Because it literally...
I was going to say, I wonder if she knows, but of course she knows.
Of course, because of Melbourne Gal Pals.
That's like your version of Twitter.
It actually is. It's like, I legit find out everything from there. Yeah, there's a post literally, like, I was reading it as I was waiting for you to start this meeting about his Twitter rants. I feel bad for him, man.
I feel bad for him too, but also, I'm looking it up. I'm going to read his tweets. So these are all in the last hour. Everybody knows the movie Get Out. Everybody knows the movie Get Out is about me. I put my life on my God, that Nort's mum would never photograph her doing Playboy, and that's on God. I'm at the ranch. Come and get me. On God. If I get locked up like Mandela, y'all will know why. West children will never do Playboy West. Righteous indignation. I love my wife. My family must live. What? The way he tweets, he puts like 3 spaces in between a sentence in one tweet. He says, I love my wife. My family must live next to me. It's not up to E or NBC anymore. NBC locked up Bill Cosby. Kim was trying to fly to Wyoming with a doctor to lock me up like on the movie Get Out because I cried about saving my daughter's life yesterday. What?
See, I just don't find it funny.
I don't find it funny either because he is bipolar and he's off his medication.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who are like, oh, that is like, he's just going crazy, like, blah, blah, blah. And then there's people like, oh, that's so funny, like, he's just being, like, silly. I'm like, no, he's having a manic episode, like...
Yeah, 100%.
Not funny. I don't know.
I feel bad for him, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Do you think that excuses the things that he has said.
Not completely, no.
Maybe not excuses the right word, but like explains some of the things
Explains, yes.
yeah.
Excuses, not really.
I just find it odd that he's like talking about his wife saying like, I would never do to our kids what your mum did to you. Like, I just think that's a bit harsh.
What, as in like Playboy and whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's been very open about that he doesn't like Kim showing off her body and stuff.
I think you're just about to say he doesn't like Kim.
No. He doesn't
No, I
like
get that, but it's just kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, I do. I feel bad for him.
Not great. And it's good that Kim's trying to get him help though.
Yeah, I agree. In other news, Nicki Minaj is pregnant. Do you care?
Oh, no, not at all. Isn't she married to a rapist?
I believe he's on the sex offender registry. I don't know if he's a rapist, but I think actually it was statutory rape, so technically he is a rapist.
I say this, but then I also did search it before. This is also about 10 minutes before we started this call, because I also was looking at something. I mean, I saw it yesterday, but I was searching up Kenneth.
Kenneth
and it was
Petty.
like, he's a registered sex offender. He raped a 16-year-old in 1995.
Oh my God.
And then also killed someone.
What?
But that was like, he was tried for manslaughter.
Oh,
Not
I
murder.
just feel like Nicki Minaj seems to excuse rapists. Like her brother is apparently a rapist.
She like said, when they started dating or something, or when they got married, she clapped back. This is what I read. Clapped back at her fans and was like, she was 16, he was 15, and they were in a relationship. And I was like, in 1995, he was not 15, babe.
She just can't do maths.
Yeah.
And then also how she did a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
Oh, I can't deal with that. I just find it like bizarre how he's not like cancelled. I feel like, I don't know, cancel culture to me, it doesn't really exist. Do you think that?
I don't like cancel culture. I think it's really dangerous.
I agree, but like, name one person that was like actually fully cancelled. Laura Lee?
No. I actually watch her videos.
No, but that's what I mean. But like, she was cancelled, but she still makes videos. It's like no one actually gets like cancelled as in like they don't exist online. I think that's what people want when they like try to cancel someone. They want them to like delete Twitter, not post on YouTube. Like they want to get rid of them completely, and that just doesn't happen.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of someone who's.
I mean, there are celebrities like Mel Gibson. He's a horrible human being. But then again, he's not cancelled because he still makes movies. So it's like,
I don't know anything about him at all.
He's Australian.
The only thing I know him from is The Simpsons.
Of course you haven't seen Mad Max, have you?
No, I don't think I've ever seen him in anything ever.
Kevin Spacey, fully cancelled.
Harvey Weinstein.
Yep.
I mean, kind of can't not be cancelled because he's going to jail, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But I just mean like with Shane Dawson and all these people, like they should be cancelled and like deplatformed, I guess they call it, but it's just not going to happen.
I mean, yeah, there's always going to be people who support them.
Which is just insane to me.
Yeah.
People are just ignorant.
Lea Michele.
Yeah. But like, she'll be in movies and all that shit, so it's not like...
She's deleted her Twitter. She hasn't posted anything on Instagram in like 2 months or something, or a month.
But see, that's kind of the opposite end where it's like, she's like off social media, but she'll still be making movies, so it's not like she,
Oh,
you know,
I don't know.
I think she will.
The whole Black Lives Matter movement thing really ruined her bad.
Really did.
I think the only way that she'll get back into it is if Ryan Murphy makes more TV stuff.
Speaking
He
of
loves her.
Glee, poor Naya Rivera.
Oh, don't. I will cry. I will cry.
We have to talk about it.
I think. Hang on, let me see.
What are you looking up?
Oh no, all my things on Instagram, like my searches were all of Glee cast.
Yeah.
And Heather Morris is my top because I keep looking at her.
Oh. Yeah.
It's so sad.
I saw a video on Twitter of Naya Rivera's dad running and then he dives in the water. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Why does that exist? Who took that video and why?
I assume like
Paparazzi?
no. Well, yes, but like a what are
What?
they called?
I don't know. What are you trying to say? Hello, we're recording and you can't just have dead air.
I really can't think of it. Hang on, I'm gonna search it.
Oh
No,
my
never
God.
mind. It's fine. Never mind.
Anyway, I just think that's horrible when
But yeah, there's all the photos of them, like Ryan Dorsey crying, and I feel so bad for him.
I know, I just feel like it's such an invasion of privacy.
And poor Dorsey. Saw
Yeah,
his mum die. That is so sad. I can't.
I know, how horrible. Therapy for life.
Literally. So
What else has been going
heartbreaking.
on? What have you been watching on Netflix?
Nothing. I've been watching wrestling.
What?
I've been watching WWE.
Why?
It's so entertaining. Because, all right, so there was like a thing that came up on my Facebook of, I don't know, a wrestler, I think Kane. I don't know, a wrestler
Yeah.
of some sort. And I was like, oh my God, my childhood. And I remember I always used to go to somebody's house. I won't say who, not important, but I used to go to their house with my brother and their brother, and we would all watch WWE together. So I had it on DVD.
Oh.
And I used to love Royal Rumble. So Royal Rumble is 30 wrestlers in the ring. And it's like the last man standing, basically.
My
And you've got to
God.
get them out by throwing them off the top ring. So I've watched 2000, 2001, 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Wow.
Yeah. I paid $10 for the subscription to the website.
Oh my God, I did not know you liked that.
It's just my childhood. It's like reminiscing. I'm like, this is... Because did you see my Snapchat the other day? I sent it out and I was like, normal people's childhood crushes are like Jonathan Taylor Thomas or like Justin Timberlake, whatever.
Yeah.
And like mine was Matt Hardy, who's a wrestler. And like, I was so strange. I was such a tomboy.
Interesting. I did hear now that they're still doing WWE, but without the audience. And I'm like, why?
That's like that's the only good part about it though.
I
It's
know.
like,
Wow,
weird.
wrestling. I remember was it in primary school? Like when everyone was obsessed with wrestling?
Yeah, for sure. I used to get like the figurines. What are they called?
Figurines, yeah.
Yeah, like the normal word for it. Action figure.
Yeah. I just remember The Undertaker. That's it.
My fave, not my fave, but like I love them. I was reading as well last night, so I just keep like searching things about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many deaths of people in WWE. So
Really?
So many. Like suicides, drug overdoses.
That's dark.
There was an accidental death. There was this guy, Chris Benoit, who I used to love.
Mm.
Don't know whether I should say that. A bit controversial.
Why?
But he killed his wife and his son and then committed suicide. And in the same year, he was wrestling. So before
I think
that,
you can say that you used to love him. Maybe don't say you love him now.
Well, I don't. Obviously. Sorry.
What?
Can you not hear that? I was getting Facebook messages.
No, but turn it down.
I did. I got rid of it.
Speaking of murder, I was going to say something. Oh, did you know that one of the old Power Rangers murdered his roommate with a katana?
What? Okay. I know nothing about the Power Rangers at all. I know that they go, 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 Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Right? That's the only thing I know about them, and they have different colors.
I think
I also have no idea what a katana is.
It's like a giant Japanese sword.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he was the Red Power Ranger, but this is like in the 90s. Like he killed his roommate. I feel like every time I talk to you, we always talk about like celebrities and famous people who have killed people.
Oh, yeah, I love it though. It's so interesting.
Yeah. Did we talk about that last time? Speaking of last time, we podcasted. I haven't put it up yet because I was listening to it and I didn't like the way that I sounded.
What do you
mean? Remember what we talked about?
Is that the one where we read like the little clips of murder things?
Yes, but prior to that, we talked about other stuff, and I just sound very angry.
What did you talk about?
About the Redskins and about how I'm angry at racists, and I was just like, I still stand by it, but I just sound really like angry.
Good. So you should.
I agree. Maybe I will put it up.
Yeah. More power to you.
Lord, okay. Do you have a mask?
I have disposable masks, but I have a reusable one coming in the post.
I bought some. Did you buy an N95?
No.
Why?
Why? They're expensive and they're disposable.
Yeah, but YOLO.
And also, no, because we don't need them. That's like, they're not, there's like not that many that are being made. And all the ones that are being made should be left to essential workers.
That's not true. There's 10 million on eBay.
Not real ones.
Well, that's some of them are real.
Also,
I didn't buy an N95, but
they're like $20, and they last one day. I'm like, no way.
See, this is the thing: is that my mum was like watching this Facebook video about a woman like making a mask out of a sock, and I go, "Why? What's the point? That's not a mask. It's a sock on your face. That is not going to protect you from the coronavirus."
I mean, better than nothing, but also...
I agree, but I think it's, at this point, it's like for the appearance of having it covered.
So, wait, do you have an N95 mask?
No. I was just asking you if you bought one. No, I don't.
I just don't see the point if you're not in contact with people. Like, if you're just going to the shops, there's really no point.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like, it should just be for people who are working and who have contact with people consistently throughout the day and can't, like, social distance and whatever. There's just no point otherwise.
I agree. But speaking of which, what day is it today? Is it tomorrow is when we have to wear a mask?
From midnight tomorrow.
Starting from midnight Tuesday, tomorrow. Right? Yeah. Is it in all of Victoria or just Melbourne? We have to wear a mask when we go out in public.
No.
I'm assuming just Melbourne.
I mean, does it matter? We have to wear masks.
No, I think it is just Melbourne because my sister and my dad are in Echuca and they don't have to wear it. So
Oh, is your sister still in the Echuca?
she sure is. I don't know if we should be talking about that on here, but
Whatever. I was going to say something else and I forgot. Oh, they've extended the JobKeeper payment. So that's nice. Until March next year.
my God, wow.
Yeah, but they've changed it. So from September, it'll be the payment is 1,200 to full-time workers, and then 800 or so, 850 for part-time / casual, unless you earn more than that usually.
Right. Wow, that's
So
good.
basically, you get one of the two, and then in December it'll change to 1,000 and then 650.
Wow. I don't I don't want to say the person's name, but I am kind of curious about I'm being so cryptic. Do you remember how I am going to an event soon? So vague.
What?
Someone we know is having an event.
Oh, yes.
I'm wondering
Yes.
if that's still going to happen
When is it?
in a few months. I don't want to say the month, but wait, in 3 months from now.
Probably. It might still go ahead. You might just get uninvited.
Yeah, I can. Well, anyway, I don't want to talk about it.
Well,
If
there
they
might
listen,
just be restrictions on how many people you can have.
yeah, well, if that happens, then clearly I'm not. I won't be the priority.
No. And nor will the other person.
Anyway,
Leo. I didn't get invited.
Stop. Stop. That's mean. So today I woke up and my friend, I guess she's my friend. I haven't spoken to her in years, but I went to uni with her and we made a documentary together. And she never put it online anywhere, and I didn't get a copy of it when we finished it either. So I haven't seen it in ages, and I was wondering, it's weird, recently, like last week, I was wondering, like, oh, I want a copy of that, or like, should I message her about it? And then today she sends me a message and she's like, hey, I submitted the documentary to like 6 different film festivals and they all got in. And now I'm like, if they win an award at one of the festivals, I can be like, I worked on an award-winning documentary.
What did you do on it?
I was the sound operator. And I had another role. Oh, I was the production manager and the sound operator.
Nice.
And the documentary is about hands. So we interviewed a woman who plays the drums, a guy who's a jewelry maker, a sign language interpreter, and a palm reader. It was very, very interesting stuff. And for the palm reader one, she read all of our palms. Like, there were 4 people who worked on the film, and she read all of our palms. So the palm reader read my palms, and she was like, and for all of our palms that she read, she would be like, oh, I'm sensing a letter. And she was like, oh, for you, Charlie, the letter is T. And I was like, oh, what does that mean? And she said, oh, you're going to end up marrying a girl who starts with the letter T. And I was like, okay, interesting, because of what was happening at the time.
Yes.
And then she was like, and because my hands are very like liney, full of lines. Are your hands like that?
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, you have a lot of different future paths that are like intersecting. And I was like, interesting. And she said, you're going to have 7 children. And I said, I don't
Okay.
know about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a
It's
very
not sex to
interesting
have sex.
documentary to work on.
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing?
My back's really sore. Sorry.
That's why I wanted you to sit up at a desk or something.
My if I could turn my camera around, I would, but my desk currently has all my bathroom stuff on it because I can't use my bathroom because my brother has to use it by himself because he might have COVID.
Oh, I see. I see.
So I
Well,
can't
how
use my
many
desk.
bathrooms
I
does
live
your
in
house have? 2.
two.
Where's the other bathroom?
In my old bedroom down the other end of the house.
Oh. I haven't been to your
Yeah,
house.
it's a
Well, oh
small.
no, wasn't I at your house the other day?
No,
I didn't go inside. Not the other day, I mean like before lockdown.
you never, never, never. You haven't been like inside my house in years, I reckon. Because we would
Not
just go to your house.
years, not years.
Yeah,
Definitely, I've been inside the door.
and then you definitely didn't come into my house last year at any point because no one did.
Why do you say
And
that?
then because like I just no one comes into my house ever.
Yeah, because you don't have
And then
people over.
I was living with, you know,
True,
so
true,
it would have
true,
been
true.
years. You wouldn't have been in my house in years.
Yeah, wow. It's so weird because we
I'm
always
pretty
used to hang
sure.
out at your house.
I'm pretty sure as well. Claire has only been like really inside my house once in the last couple of years, and that was when I got my tonsils removed because I was at home and I needed some company. So she came up and was keeping me company at home.
I feel like we played Uno at your house one time.
Years ago.
Oh, but that's another person was there, was there. Our old friend.
Who? Starting with
Yes.
A?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love how in my brain I'm like, I'm so vague and I'm like, oh, that person, and I expect you to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. I think I knew. It was only going to be a few people, although it could be 2 people starting with A.
One of your ex-boyfriends?
No. 2 of my, like my prior year 12 best friend and then like year 12 best
Oh,
friend.
yeah, 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 yeah. I see, I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's
man.
so weird thinking about it because we used to have gatherings at my house all the time. Now we've swapped. It's always at your house.
Yeah. But I used to have gatherings at my old house too.
Only for like your birthdays though. I just had random ones.
Wait, which old house of mine are you talking about? Are you talking about the other one in Watsonia or Yalabi?
No, Yolandi.
I had several gatherings that weren't about my birthday.
Did you? I don't remember.
Remember the time when were you there? Yeah, you were. You walked with another person who was a male to go buy chips or something. This is in Yalabi.
Oh, Daniel.
I didn't want to say his name, but yes. You can't just
Why?
name people.
Why? There's nothing bad about that.
I know that, but I'm afraid they're gonna listen and be like, "You were talking about me," but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying anything negative.
Never, but okay.
Never. I was gonna say something else about something. So yeah, I don't have a job, so that's great.
Did you hear back about the other internship?
Which other one? I've applied for 10,000 internships.
The one that you had an interview for?
No, because they said it doesn't start until after lockdown ends, and then they're not going to make the decision about who gets it for weeks or something. Which
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. But I want something I can do now. It's like I applied for this assistant editor thing for this investigative journalism website, which would be cool. And it's all
Look, I'm gonna say to you, if you want something right now, you're probably not gonna get anything except for like retail slash whatever it's called to work in a supermarket.
no, but I can get some type of social media or online journalism where I don't have to leave the house. That's ideal.
I feel like most of them will tell you that they're not going to hire until after, because how are they going to train you if you have to work from home?
Yeah, well, that's why that one I was just talking about is, well, that's a volunteer position, but you don't need training
I
for it. You
mean,
just read articles and edit them.
gotcha.
You know what's weird is that for everyone listening slash watching, I have a film blog called Hidden in the Basement. Go follow it.
You
And I
do?
noticed, are you joking?
You've never told me that.
I feel like I have.
You definitely haven't. What's it called?
Hidden in the Basement.wordpress.com.
Oh, oh, what?
Yeah, I don't have a real website.
No, no,
You have to
no.
pay for that.
No,
Oh,
no,
are
no,
you
no, no,
talking about?
no.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. I love that we're so like in sync. I was like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Wait, WordPress.com.
Yeah, I don't think there's an AU on the end,
I
but
wonder if that's still active, that one.
I'm pretty sure it is. I think I looked at it not that long ago. Anyway, we're talking about me. Yes, I review films and TV, general things.
Oh,
Are you looking at it?
I'm looking at the other one.
Oh, is it still
Oh,
up?
2015. Sorry, I'm looking at yours too. Yeah, see.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, no, you've never told me about that. I'll have a look at it later.
Thanks, girl. Appreciate the support. I really want to do like an advice podcast episode, but like no one listens, so no one's going to send me questions.
Just get some off the internet to answer.
What?
You can't do that with me though, because I can't give advice.
Well, I mean, you can.
Mm-mm. I'm
Why?
like, grow up. You suck.
I'm like
I
that
just give
too.
really bad advice.
No, maybe I could just ask my friends to just send me hypothetical scenarios.
Yeah.
It's just hard because like I listened to this podcast called Don't Blame Me. Have you heard of it?
No, I don't listen to podcasts. The only one I've listened to, sorry, you can edit that out. The only one I've listened to is that serial one.
Yeah. But yeah, this girl has people leave voice messages and she like gives advice. And this one yesterday was about, it was actually interesting. It was about this girl who was 24 and her boyfriend is 28 and he has a 4-year-old son and his family doesn't like this girl, like the girlfriend, and the mum of the kid is not in its life anymore. We don't know why. She didn't say what happened. And yeah, the family doesn't like him. And she said that recently the son, who's 4, like started calling her mum. And they've only been together for a year. And they went to a family gathering together. And the boyfriend's mum and sister and all of that heard the kid call her mum and they got really angry and screamed at her and made her cry, made the kid cry, and were like, oh, why are you letting him call you mum, blah, 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 like that's so inappropriate. And I was just like, and this girl was worried. She was like, what should I do to make the family like me? And I'm like, who cares if they like you? Do you agree or no?
Half. I'm like, on one hand, it's like, yeah, who cares? But then also, like, if the family's gonna be in his life, you've got to make it peaceful somehow.
I understand that, but I just feel like I'm a big supporter of like autonomy. It's like, I mean, this sounds stupid, but I'm like, why does the son's life and his life with the girlfriend and his life with the kid, that has nothing to do with his parents? Or does it?
No, I agree. It's really weird. Like, I would get it if he's like 18, like very young, but he's 28, like he's an adult.
And I think the problem is that she's 24, which, I mean, that's like not a massive age difference, but it seems like to me that the family obviously thinks that she's not going to stick around, and then the kid's going to be upset when she leaves and he's been calling her mum.
Do you know what's really weird? Right, when I was like younger, I always used to think about people who were like 24 or something, and I'd be like, oh my god, they're so young, they're so immature. And now that I'm 22, I'm like, I'm pretty mature. Like, if I were to be like in a relationship with someone who's 28 and they had a kid, I'm like, I would be like very serious. I'm not like going to be in a relationship with someone for no reason. Like, if I'm in a relationship with someone, it's because I see a future with them, you know?
Yeah. It's interesting.
I suppose it's not everyone.
Yeah, but it's interesting you say that when you were younger, you thought older people were immature. Is that what you said?
No, like below like 30, I'd be like, everyone below 30 is really immature. Like, and then 30 plus, I'd be like, no, they're so mature now.
Interesting. I am like the opposite. I feel like when I was younger, I was like, oh my god, they're an adult. They're so like responsible.
No, that's because in most movies that I watched, if they were 21, they were getting like drunk and stuff.
Right. Maturity is kind of weird.
I feel like when I was younger, between 20 and like 25 was just like one age.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, they didn't really seem like there was like it was just like all one age group.
Do you feel like 20 in terms of like maturity is closer to like 17 or 23?
Depends on the person.
I mean, just make a generalization. I'm going to say 23 because I feel like 17-year-olds are very immature. Well, not very immature, but just like you haven't really experienced life.
Too, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
obviously, like, women mature faster than men.
Women are just, in general, more responsible in every way than men.
Look at our life choices. Like, I don't know. Oh, actually, no, we've both been pretty bad life decisions.
How dare you?
What? It's true.
Yeah, but I think right now, don't you think that both of us are like the most responsible that we've ever been?
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I guess that's just what happens when you get old.
Old.
So old. I'm so sad that I'm not in Spain for summer.
I'm so sad that I'm not
anywhere but here.
That's not here. Literally. Did I tell you I'm looking at studying in Scotland?
When?
Maybe next year.
Studying what?
Education.
Yeah, but like, aren't you finishing your thing?
My diploma, yeah, but I'll do my bachelor.
Ah, right. I see. But do you want to be a primary teacher?
In Scotland. I want to be kindergarten more so, but I would be primary school.
Yeah, right.
I really just want to live in Scotland.
I remember that when you went to Edinburgh, you're like, oh, I could live here.
Yeah, so good. But then again, I also still want to travel a lot more.
Same, girl. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen anytime soon.
I'm so sad.
That really is the worst part of this whole thing. Do you agree?
I mean, people dying.
No, but
still.
Obviously the death is horrible, but I mean, like, personally, like, in my own brain, in terms of my own happiness, that's the worst part.
mine's more so that it's like I feel even like when lockdown was lifted, like when I went to see you, I felt like I was doing something illegal even though I wasn't.
Yeah, I feel that way too. Yeah.
So I think that's like the worst thing for me is feeling like you're doing something that's illegal and you're not, and the fact that you can't see anyone at all, and like,
Yeah, I know. Because I was gonna get um a friend of mine to buy me a pair of shoes, as I told you.
oh yes,
And then I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to like pressure her to have to drive to my house. And then like, what if she gets in trouble? Like, you just really like overthink everything right now.
mm. How far away does said person live in minutes?
25?
Oh yeah.
Not that bad, but I don't know. It's just kind of a difficult period in life. Anyway, any
Oh,
final
it's hard.
thoughts for our listeners slash viewers?
Um, Stay at home, wear your masks, be cool.
Amen. Everyone wear a mask. That's it. Okay, bye. Thanks for listening.
Bye.